seen in my life.
I was a little dizzy from that handmade booze my friend brought over later that night. He loved to call himself the alchemist. He used to call this syrup an elixir, yet it actually was a strange liquid. To be honest, all of us think that it deserved that title. It hurt your throat and chest and hit you in the head. We were at my friend's place. It was a cozy suburban cottage among the woods. We had too much to drink, so we were almost passed out a couple of hours later. It was a strange night. Everyone was goofing around, being jackass, saying horrible jokes. It was an intense situation. A couple of hours later, everyone was sleeping and snoring loudly. I felt I couldn't sleep though. I felt I'm gonna throw up. I had this severe pain right in my chest and also my head. Damn it. I never get used to Ron's pig-like snores. It sounds like an Airbus taking off or something. Being around him, just can't sleep no matter how hard you drink. It was nearly 3 a.m. Who the hell was that? An unknown caller. Some people have problems answering these unknown numbers. I don't have, to be honest. So I picked up the phone and said hello a couple of times. Nobody answered. Probably just the wrong number. It happens. I laid down again, trying to sleep. My head was spinning around and I felt sick. So I got up again because I was thirsty. Went to the fridge, grabbed a big bottle of water and drank it all. It was one of my friend's phone who was passed out on the couch right next to me. I'm not a curious type of dude in general, but this one was in my sight, so I'd take a look at the number on the screen. It was strange because the number was the same with the number ringed on my phone earlier. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't care. It was a rough day at work. I had a lot of trouble there. So much pressure is building up inside that factory. You have to work in one of them to understand. Your boss, your colleagues, the walls, the freaking perpetual noise. All that vibe. Everything was on my nerves. While I was thinking about these things, my phone rang again. It was the same number. I didn't answer the phone at first, because I thought it would quit calling soon. But whoever he or she was just kept calling and calling. I decided to pick up the phone to find out who was there. Hello? Hello? She was a woman. She didn't say anything, but it was obvious from the weird way she breathed. I said hello a few times, but she didn't answer, So I put the phone down. I thought she was probably a crazy schoolgirl or something. I picked up the bottle and took a small sip. I was too tired to figure out what was going on, and I thought that maybe this was a side effect of that so-called elixir. So I looked at my recent phone calls. I know it ain't no dream. It was real. What? She's calling again. I pick up the phone, said hello just once, and I start listening to her. She said, "Hello, Eugene." Eugene? What does she know my name? I didn't say anything. I tried to think of a voice I knew that sounded like hers, but I couldn't come up with anything. Couldn't find who I am, huh? She said in a screech-like strange sound. I asked who are you a couple of times, but she just kept laughing in a freaky way. I hanged up the phone. I was worried and scared because we were in the middle of the woods, drunk. This just jittered me up a little bit. What the hell is that? The old phone's loud noise woke up my friends. I told them what happened while they were nagging. They laughed a little at first, but when they saw my worried face in a sturdy way, they took the matter seriously and started asking questions. We were sitting in the middle of the hut, doing pretty much nothing but looking at each other in awe. I froze in my spot, wishing it was only a dream. I didn't expect this one. One of my coward friends was repeatedly saying, "Here they come in intolerable fear." We were all scared, to be honest. One of them rushed to grab the gun that was hanging on the wall. He took it and yelled at the door. Who the hell?